welcome back to the channel. This is Mahogany Maxine, and I'm coming at you with another speed build. How is everyone doing? Don't all speak at once. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. How's your year's going so far? Mine is going pretty well, I will say. All the good vibes that I had at the New Year's Eve have continued, and so I'm riding the high, and I'm very happy about it. So this is the last build I will be posting for the Del Sol Valley apartments. I actually finished this. By the time this video is up, the Del Sol Valley furnished version of the apartments will be on the gallery for you to download at your, convenience. But I lost footage for the last build in the apartment. So there's 4 apartments in this Del Sol Valley building, and we did 3 already on the channel. They're all linked down below in the description. And then we have this one, and we had 1 more, and I lost the footage. I did it on stream, so if you're interested, the VOD is up on my Twitch. I'll put that in the description, so if you're interested to see how that build came out, the VOD is there so you can see it and see what the process was like. But I lost all the footage, not all of it, but a lot of it, so it wasn't very salvageable to be able to post the full video. But we have this one here, which is more of like a boho roommate's apartment style. I don't even know if boho is the right word to say, but it feels very bohemian, because of just like the mixed textures and the patterns and the softness and the plants and things like that. So I really like how this apartment came out. The layout is a little funky, a little bit difficult, but I really like how it came out, and it reminds me of a lot of apartments I've seen in New York, like my friend's apartments. You walk right into the kitchen, or you walk right into the living room, and then very close by is the living room or the kitchen, whichever one you don't walk into, you'll walk into in the very next room, or everything's in one room. So it reminded me of that. And there's no windows in the main space, which is very common in New York apartments. Sometimes your bedrooms don't have windows, but usually, at least in New York, they like to prioritize a bedroom having windows versus a living room. I've been in many apartments where there's not been a window in the kitchen or in the living room. So yeah, this is, I didn't want to clutter it too much, but I did want to showcase a boho style, a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't really build in boho, and I think I'm gonna even take it further. So I'm thinking about doing another apartment in San Myshuno in this style, just to take it a little bit further, use more stuff. And I think Tamarang, the For Rent pack, like that Tamarang style, really lends to a boho style. So definitely going to be trying with this style a little bit more in the future. But yeah, we are doing the kitchen here, and as you'll see, all the kitchens in the apartment, even if you download the unfurnished version, the kitchens and the bathrooms are completely furnished. They just don't have clutter. So I'm cluttering the kitchen and the living room at the same time, and that's just because I'm a little bit sporadic when I build, especially because I started this on stream. When I build on stream, I'm very chatty sometimes, so I'll jump between rooms, and usually when I'm just building by myself, for YouTube and no one's watching me, I tend to be a little bit better of building in one room and staying there. So sorry if it's jumping all around. I'm definitely something I'm working on as far as making sure my builds are easy to follow. But yeah, we're finishing up some clutter in the kitchen, and I think the type of people who live here are the roommates, but they've been friends for a long time, like since high school, and they moved to the city together. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. I had just finished watching Girls, the HBO show Girls with Lena Dunham, and I just revisited it because I was bored, and so it's kind of inspired that, not the style obviously, but just the idea of people who've known each other for years and years and years, and they now know each other as adults and are living together in the city and forging life's paths together. So we're working on the first roommate's room, and it's a little more white and blue style with some plants. I can't imagine what their profession would be. Let me know in the comments what you think their profession would be, or if they'll be like a college student. I couldn't really pinpoint what I think, but I think like they have a lot of style, but they don't have a lot of money, so it's not expensive. It doesn't look very luxurious necessarily. It's just like nice things, and they keep their room nice, and they love plants. So yeah, and I did put a streaming table in here just in case. I feel like a lot of people stream these days. I don't know, maybe I take it for granted because I stream, but I feel like a lot of people stream, even if they don't do it consistently or if they don't do it as a profession. I feel like a lot of people do it as a hobby, so I wanted to give them that as a hobby to do. So I put the streaming computer in, and a nice little streaming area, and make it cute and pretty. So now we are moving some things around, and let me know in the comments, like, when you build, do you think of their profession first? Like, do you kind of gather a story first and then begin to build, or do you just start building and let it take you to where you go? Because I feel like usually I write with a plan in mind, or I build with a plan in mind. So I'll like, okay, I'm building for a family of 5, or a single mom or dad or what have you, and then start to like mask the story together once I know like the core of who that person is. But I definitely went into this a little bit random, and I knew that I wanted it to be roommates, and I knew I wanted it to be a little bit more feminine. So yeah, let me know in the comments, how do you build, and what's your formula if you have one. So we're moving on to the second room, and this room is more, I would say, more boho than the other room. I think I took it to the next level with the style here. A lot of wicker, a lot of wood tones, and a little bit of like mixed metals you'll see. And I believe this sim is a yogi. Does yoga religiously. We put a yoga mat in here, you'll see that later. And maybe wants to be an aspiring yoga teacher. I don't know, but I really wish we had a yoga teacher as like a profession in The Sims, like where you can go to the phone, find a job, and become a yoga instructor. I wish we had that. I'm gonna look up to see if there is a mod to download. There probably is. Let me know in the comments if you know if there's a mod for yoga. I'm gonna look that up. I've been wanting to go CC shopping, so I'm gonna put that on my list. But yeah, this room is definitely more natural boho, I guess you could say. A lot of browns, a lot of different shades of browns and oranges, that more natural feeling, and definitely still very feminine and girly, but they probably have incense and wear patchouli and shop at Lush, and kind of that vibe going on. Whereas the other roommate, a little bit more like a little bit more color and a little bit more variety of like fabrics and things. But yeah, so I'm futzing around with the accessories on the side, and then we're gonna get a side table here, and I love this side table from the Desert Luxe kit. I forget about it quite often, and then when I see it, I'm like, every like swatch is gorgeous, every single swatch. So we're using that. And then I did this decorative wall here on the left, and when I was on stream, I was asking my chat, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. This looks like this would be great in a living room, but I feel like, maybe this roommate's just super luxurious and did a little DIY project. But I got really ambitious with this, wall piece here, but I really, really like it. I think it looks cool, and I love the elephant painting, which I think is from San Myshuno, the City Living pack, I think. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. And now using tool to turn this light over, because I love this light, but I think putting it on its side gives it a little different vibe. Putting some clutter on the desk, and these lovely curtains from San Myshuno pack. Oh yeah, and the dried flowers, which I think is like very, natural boho. I feel like a lot of people dry their flowers, or sometimes they'll put like dried flowers in the bathroom, or eucalyptus. So I wanted that to be, like a nice little a nice little accessory for this sim. Putting down the rugs here, which are from the laundry pack. I really hope we get a refresh of the laundry pack. It's one of my favorites because it adds a lot of great realistic gameplay, but also I wish we could do more like different laundry styles, or not laundry styles, but appliance styles. So like ones that are a little bit more high end, ones that are a little more broken down. I just really wish we get an update of that, like they did the spa day refresh. I think laundry would be a great refresh to do because it definitely has some wonderful items and they could take it even further. But soon the screenshots are coming up, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.